Minimod Monday very quickly. But I've installed another extension in the browser. It's called Enhancer. It's this thing up in the top right hand corner here. There's a little extension called Enhancer. And what it does is it allows me to see the difference between the number of viewers who are streaming video from the streamer and the number of people they've got in chat who are logged in. And it's the idea behind it is that you can see who's viewbotting. Medkit Mike has got 10 people watching the video and 31 people in chat. And you think, well, that's quite a difference, but it's because he's got bots, right? He's got the Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Seribot, Play with Viewer bot. Plus, then there's also people who just aren't running the stream, like me, so I'm paused, so I don't count as a viewer, but I'm in the chat, so I count as a chatter. And you can see the difference in the count. You go and look at somebody like Aussie Antics. He's got 5,794 people watching video with only 4,947 in the chat. Why? Well, the idea behind it is that potentially you can spot a big difference if people are viewbotting. Because the viewbots, the way that they work is they connect to the video stream, but they don't connect to the chat. And so there'll be a massive difference between the number of viewers you've got and the number of chatters you've got. So if you're viewbotting, then you end up with a much larger number. Now, what it doesn't take into account, and this is probably what Aussie's number is, because that's not it's not that bad, is that you can watch people on devices that don't have chat open. Okay, so if you're on your mobile phone, if you're on your cell phone and you open the Twitch app and you close the chat and just watch the video full screen, then you would count as a viewer with the video, but not as a chatter with the chat number. And then the other place that it counts is if you're on the homepage of Twitch. So if you go to twitch.tv, if you're on here, chat's not open. Okay. And if you go down and have a look at things like the Fortnite category, what you'll find is that Aussie is probably fairly high up here. And you can, if you're watching from like the homepage, if he was on the homepage up here, then as I scroll through these, I'm not actually counting as a chatter, but I am counting as a viewer. So if you're on the front page, you'll see that your numbers are massively different. Okay, but it's just you can use it as an indicator to get a feel of whether the person is viewbotting or not, or whether they're being viewbotted. Do I think he's being viewbotted? Probably not. He's got big numbers anyway. He's got nearly 5,000 in the chat, 5,500 watching the video. Is it conceivable that 10% of his audience are watching on mobile with chat closed or something like that? Yeah. The other thing that doesn't count is if you go and look at something like Twitch Theatre. If you're watching somebody with Twitch Theatre, so I can go in here and I can put in Aussie Antics. I can add him. Yeah. Now I can watch his stream, but I don't have to have his chat. I can close the chat there.
311, by the way.
Okay, let me pause that. And then I can add other streamers. So I've got Medkit Mike 8. Let's add him. Right. So now I can watch both of the streams at the same time, but I'm not in the chat. We can watch that Bill guy, Bill Surfer, for example. And again, there I've now got I've got the stream here. But yeah, so Twitch, something like Twitch Theatre. If you're watching, you know, all of these comp players, this is the kind of stuff that Aussie uses to watch them all at once, and then you can pick and flick between them and so on. But yeah, his numbers aren't massively different, to be honest. And look, his view number just went down massively, but his chat number hasn't gone down because it hasn't recalculated. So he's not viewbotting or anything. But yeah, this extension is called Enhancer. It's available from Enhancer.at. Where do you hit the download? Is it this one? Yeah, and then Chrome here. And then that takes you to the Chrome tab. It's this one. That'll take you straight to the Chrome Web Store link. If you're using Chrome, I have it in there already. The other thing that it allows you to do, which I could show you now as well, is that you can pin people. So as you float your mouse over here now, there's a little pin icon on the left-hand side, and I can pin people to the chat. So if I want to pin Aussie, he gets a little star and he appears at the top. Or if I take, I don't know who else we got, Bushcamp Dad, so I can pin these at the top, or I can unpin them again. That's quite a cool feature. Pinning streamers, works on Twitch and Kick, shows the chat accounts versus the video counts, and oh yeah, getting the stream latency as well. So over the top up here, in the top right-hand corner, you get this latency number as well. Now I already have that with the FFZ extension, because that shows it me down here as well. But it is good. It's just like another place where you can compare the numbers and say, oh yeah, they'd match. Funny that. So if you don't have FFZ, this would give you the latency counter that you want. Don't know whether you can turn the options on or off. I haven't really looked at the options. But there you go. That's Enhancer.at.